Hi everybody, it's Laura from Laura Cully Hypnotherapy. Um, how are you all doing? Hope you're all doing okay. This obviously is not something that I plan to talk about this month, but we're all just going with the flow. And there is something quite freeing actually about just accepting that there's only so much control that we have, and to a certain extent we just have to let go and just go with what's happening for now. I know a lot of people are finding that really, really hard. Well, how long are we going to be in for? When am I going to be able to get back to work? How long are the children going to be off for? And nobody has the answers at the moment. So I think the first thing I would like to say about that is, yeah, just as much as you can, let go of that need to control, that need to know, because none of us do. So I know everybody is, we're all in different circumstances. So there are some people who will be at home trying to work from home. You might have children at home and you're trying to, keep your job going, trying to work, you're trying to educate and entertain the children. There are other people that's quite overwhelming, I know, because I've had messages from people. And there are other people at the other end of the scale who don't have children, might be at home completely on their own and not working and feeling very, very isolated. So this is kind of affecting us all in different ways. And then there are other people obviously still going out to work, all those key workers, and I can't even imagine the stress that some of you must be under. I know there are people who have actually moved out because they're worried about going home, taking the virus back to their children and things like this. So being separated from their children and their families, and then going out and getting abuse from certain people, which I just can't even imagine. So before I forget, the one thing that I would like to say is I'm offering some free sessions. So if you are one of those key workers, if you're out there, whatever you're doing, whether you're out there delivering, teachers, nurses, carers, bus drivers, I'm bound to forget somebody, so I won't try and list everything. But if you're out there, keeping everything going, helping out the rest of us, then it's the least we can do to do what we can to help you to continue with your job. So please, if you're struggling with stress or anxiety, there's a particular phobia or fear that you're really struggling with and you'd like some help, excuse me, please do get in touch, and we'll see if we can do some free sessions. Will all be via Zoom. So I'm using Zoom at the moment. It's all very easy. I can send you a link and all you have to do is click on that and then just come and sit quietly somewhere, take some time out. We can do a bit of hypnosis, have a little bit of a chat, and just see what we can do just to help you out. For everybody else, I'm offering discounted sessions online. So, for everybody, if you need some help, please do get in touch with me, won't you? Right. So anyway, what can we be doing at the moment? So most of us, majority of us, are at home in our houses. And there are a lot of people just really struggling with things like sleep, with extra snacking, comfort eating, obviously anxiety. So I just thought I'd just talk through a few tips just to try and help you out a little bit. So the first thing I would say is, as much as possible, try and get into some kind of a routine or schedule. So getting up at the same time every day. It needn't be the time that you used to get up. If you're up at sort of 5:30, 6 o'clock, obviously you don't need to be doing that. But if you can be up by sort of 7:30 in the morning, and making sure that you set an alarm, you get up at the same time every day, you follow your morning routine. So getting up, having a shower, getting dressed, having breakfast at the same time, and then schedule your days. So decide what you're going to do. If you are working from home, well, how much time are you going to spend working? Fitting in time for breaks. If you are educating your children, how are you going to fit that in? So just try and kind of bring that sense of overwhelm down a little bit just by scheduling, knowing that you've got time for this, you've got time for that, you've got time, to play with the children, to entertain them. So keeping everybody happy, keeping meal times the same, and getting everybody into a bit of a schedule. If you, on the other hand, are not going out, you're not working, you don't have any work to do from home, and you're finding it really difficult to fill your days, finding something to do. Is there something that you've always wanted to learn? You could be learning a language, learning how to draw or paint, or perhaps you've got an old guitar in the corner that you've always meant to learn how to play. Now is a perfect time. And again, schedule it in. So decide how many hours a day you can spend on that, and what else are you going to do. Could you be doing some cooking? Is there some gardening that needs doing? Have you been wanting to decorate the house for a while? Just sit down and really have a think about, okay, we don't know how long this is going to go on for, so let's really think about how we can schedule the time, how we can get into a bit of a routine, so you can get to the end of the day and feel like you've done something productive and worthwhile. And I know at the moment it's very tempting to just stay in bed till midday, get up in your pajamas, watch Netflix, and this is okay for a few days, but long term that is going to lead to depression. It is going to completely mess with your sleep cycle. It's not a long-term strategy. So although you might have been doing that and thinking, yeah, it's fine, you're just watching Netflix all day, or playing games or whatever it is that you've been doing, and sort of sitting around snacking, it's not going to work as a long-term strategy. You will end up going downhill quite quickly. So please, really start to think about your schedule and what you can be doing, and just doing something productive during the day so that you get to the end of the day and you feel as though you've achieved something, because that is really important. So as far as the snacking goes, this is a problem I'm hearing a lot. Stick to your regular meal times. Really think about your nutrition. At this time we all need to be keeping healthy. We need to be doing as much as we can to be looking after our bodies and staying in top form if we can. If there are certain things that you're snacking on, don't buy them. The easiest thing is to know if it's not there, if it's not in the fridge or in the cupboard, you can't have it. It's you've got to have something else. So nuts, seeds, fruit. What else could you be snacking on? So that's a really good tip. Another one, people are saying, in the evenings, they get to the end of the day, perhaps they've not got up till late and they're eating late on into the night and then not being able to sleep. Well, once you've had your dinner in the evening, clean your teeth. It's a really good little tip that, when you've finished eating, clean your teeth at the end of the day, and right, that's it. I've finished eating now. That's it, done for the day. Obviously, if you have any tips, do let me know. If you've got any little things that work for you, it's always good to share these things. So another thing that people are finding really hard at the moment is sleeping. Their schedule's all out. They are feeling anxious. So as I say, sticking to routine, getting up early in the morning will help. Obviously not eating late into the night, again, that will help. And going to bed at a decent time. So I know a lot of people saying that they're just staying up half the night. Surfing the internet and looking for information, and obviously your mind is just going into overdrive. So to kind of switch off all that social media, the news, all of that, do something relaxing in the evening. So preferably nothing to do with screens. So if you can read a book, have a hot bath, anything else, listen to some music, do some meditation, and just start to wind down in the evening and get into a little routine so that you're able to just switch off and sleep well. I do have an audio that I can share with you. So if you're finding it hard to sleep, if it's the anxiety that's stopping you sleeping, then try that. And it's designed for you to listen to in bed, so it will just kind of take you into that sleepy space and then just fade out. So it's not going to wake you up at the end like a lot of my hypnotherapy audios do. So I'll share that with you anyway. So if you have any tips, anything that you can share, I think another thing that I would say, going back to the media, is I try and just watch the news for half an hour in the evening. So I'm keeping up to date with what's going on. If anything's changed, then I know, but not kind of, spending all day watching the news or trolling through the internet looking for information. It's as though you're just completely submerging yourself in it, and that is all going into your subconscious, and that's all coming up at night. That's all the stuff that's keeping you awake. It's obviously going to be on your mind all the time, so just step away from it as much as you can. Step away. We all know what we need to be doing. We know that it's safer to stay at home. We know we need to be washing our hands regularly. We all know what we can do to keep ourselves as safe as possible. So just keep doing what you're doing. Obviously keep an eye on the news in case anything changes, but for the most part, if you can kind of step away from that. and go and do something that's going to distract you. Do something enjoyable, put some music on, dance around. You know, if you can, get out for a walk, go and have a walk, get out in your garden if you've got one. If not, then just open a window, get a bit of fresh air, you know, exercise if you can. But yeah, just stay safe, people. Stay, you know, just be sensible. Do as much as you can to just keep your spirits up. And yeah, and I guess we'll see where we are in May. Watch this space, I suppose. So yeah, stay safe, everybody, and take care of yourselves. If you need to chat, please do get in touch. Say if you know any key workers that need some help, if you're a key worker and there's something in particular you're struggling with and you think perhaps a bit of hypnotherapy might help you, please do get in touch with me and we will arrange a session on the internet and we'll just have a good chat and do a bit of relaxation. Okay, thanks very much, guys. Take care and speak to you soon. Bye.